Good morning, everyone. Hi, Nisi. She is my first watcher this morning. Welcome to a Stamping to Share video. We are going to make a really pretty card with the Nature's Harvest. I mean, it's the prettiest stamp set in the catalog. Oh, I think so anyway. Thank you for sharing, Nisi. Hello, Deb. Welcome. Oh, it's good to have you here. Thank you. So are you guys living your dreams? That is the question today. I love having this coffee cup in my hand because it reminds me of how blessed I am by being a member of the Stampin' Up! Community. Oh my goodness, I love being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And of course, there's many levels of demonstratorship. You can join Stampin' Up! To get the starter kit and the really good special right now, which is a bundle from the mini catalog. Oh my goodness, like what a deal is that? And it's free. It's a free bundle added onto your starter kit. And you can choose to get your demonstrator discount as an ongoing thing and be a part of my Creative Crafters group, which is super cool. Or you can take it up a level like I do and make videos and do fun things with gathering a group of customers that become your lifelong friends. So think about it because this is a great month to join Stampin' Up! With the Celebration Special. Speaking of celebration, we have so many nice celebration items and I have not shared any of them. Well, you know, August was out for me. And then this month I've been so busy promoting my awesome Nature's Harvest Kit to Go, which you can find more information on my blog at www.stampingtoshare.com. And that deadline to sign up ends tomorrow. Today is the 14th. Tomorrow is the last day to sign up for it. So be sure to sign up for it and to be a part of the Nature's Harvest Kit to Go. But getting back to celebration, look at this really pretty card. Do you love it? This was my top 10 card for my demonstrators who achieved high sales in July. And I am going to share how to make this card today at 1 o'clock in my Happy Stampers Stamping to Share group. So you want to for sure be a part of this group. I will not be around tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. So we're going to do mailbox shares today, which is Tuesday. And we are going to make this card. So I will start all of the mailbox shares by making this really pretty layered designer series paper card with the Peaceful Deer stamp set and the Peaceful Prints designer series paper that you can get free with a $50 order. So it's a pretty good deal. Good morning, good morning. Are you wondering who won the drawing from my Thursday Facebook Live? Well, I have your answer right here. So let me share who the winners are. Yay! Congratulations to, I have to think. It was Beth Smith and also Peggy Bowers. So you will be getting these really fun embellishment packs featuring Blackberry Bliss ink and cardstock, and it's so pretty. I can't pronounce what it really is called, but just know that there's a whole bunch of fun things in there, and this is what you are winning. So congratulations. I love that. I have so many watchers. And I love that I get to pick your names from the group of people who share this video. So thank you for sharing the video. I also will be giving away something with today's video. So I will announce this on Thursday. And I'll be giving away 2 packs of in-color jewels. These are such pretty elements to add to your cards. They just add that little bit of sparkle. They're not so big that if you put a piece of cardstock over it when you drop it in the mail, it's not going to break through the envelope, and they're just really, really pretty. Okay, good morning, good morning. Oh, we have so many here. So anyway, live your dreams. Consider joining Stampin' Up! Under your demonstrator, of course. But if you're one of my customers, please consider joining my team of Creative Crafters Stamping to Share. I mean, you only have one life to live. This was really brought home hard to me last month. So I think just make the best of it. Try new things. Do things to step outside of your comfort zone just a little bit. You know that if you join Stampin' Up, you are going to be super supportive. Super supported by me and the rest of my downline, and by, of course, this wonderful company called Stampin' Up. All right, so I am going to share how to make this really pretty card that uses the layering diorama dies along with the tailor-made tag dies. So this is what it looks like, and it's so pretty. So let me flip the camera down and I'll show you some of the supplies that we're using today and we'll get started. All right, I think we're ready to go. Here is the card, as I mentioned, that we're going to be making. This is kind of a fun fold card. So it actually opens up like this, and it's just super simple and sweet and cute. And I'm going to bring it up really close to the camera. Can you see there's a little bit of ink splashes back here in the background? I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Oh my goodness, so pretty. And the items that we're using, we have here in front of us the Nature's Harvest bundle, which is not orderable, as my customers have been pointing out to me lately, which I realize. Stampin' Up! Only allows things to go on back order for so long, and then when they become so popular, they just have to put them on unorderable status. Well, the dies were supposed to be coming in this week. We unfortunately got news that they're not going to come in until next week, but that's okay. We are going to just still go ahead and promote this wonderful Nature's Harvest bundle, and I am going to keep it as my kit to go for this month. So maybe the kits will be a tiny bit late, but we're going to just keep winging it here as long as we can. We also have the Diorama dies. Now this is something that is a standalone set of dies. You'll find it in the back of our annual catalog. Standalone means it's not part of a bundle, but it's really fun. You can do some neat things with these dies. Just page through the catalog and you'll find lots of different ideas. We are going to use the tailor-made tag dies. These are fun in that there's varying sizes and they include little, I don't know what you call those, kind of like little hole covers that you can put over the top of your tag to decorate it. Let me just show you on this tag. So the tag is stitched all the way around, which is a really neat accent feature with these tags. And it has just that cute little accent, that little circle cover over the hole. So what's cool is you can cut 4 of those out at one time to cover 4 tags if you're placing them directly onto your card. And then this one has 3 of them that you can cut at one time to cover up these little tag holes. So kind of an interesting feature that I really haven't seen Stampin' Up! Do before. So I like that. You might have noticed, I colored. That's not normal for me. I usually don't do a lot of coloring, but I did because if I am going to color, I'm going to use Stampin' Blends. They're just so nice and easy. So we've got our set of Old Olive. We have a set of, what are these called? Daffodil Delight. And my other set is across the room. I'm going to grab them. Forgot to get these in the photo. These are the Misty Moonlight, and that is what I'm going to use to make those sprinkles on top of our card. So that's the 3 sets of blenders that we're going to use. Then we have our brush metallic adhesive back dots. I've been promoting this all along with this set because it's part of the product suite, as well as the diamond weave ribbon. And we're going to use this diamond weave ribbon in a totally different way today. We're going to cut it down so we have just kind of a little strip like this. So we're going to use that on our tag. And then our colors, really pretty for fall. We've got Misty Moonlight, we've got Crushed Curry, and Old Olive. So really pretty colors. All right, let's see here. What am I going to do first? I am going to grab what we're needing to make the card base. So the first thing you're going to need is a piece of paper. I have Old Olive, and it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and that's it. It's just a single piece of paper because remember, this is kind of a fun fold. So we're going to take this off and we're going to be layering our little fun fold over the top. So that is 2 1/2 inches by 8 1/2 inches scored at 4 1/4. And to layer it up, I am just going to go ahead and use some multi-purpose glue for this. So I just want to make sure, yeah, that looks good. So I'm going to flip it over. We are going to just take our multi-purpose liquid glue and I'm going to just add a rectangle all the way around. We're going to put this right here. There we go. Let me just check from the back, make sure it all looks good back here, and it does, and it looks good from the front and the back. So this is our card base. Pretty simple. Then the final thing we're going to do is add the insert to the inside panel. One thing you may not have noticed that I do want to point out to you is sometimes it's kind of fun to mix black and vanilla, or not black, white and vanilla. So that's what I did here. I have the basic white and the very vanilla. So the tag is very vanilla and the background that the flowers are stamped in is basic white. And so my inside panel is going to be very vanilla, which looks like this. It's just cut a 1/4 inch smaller here. So it's going to tuck in there really nicely. It's 2 1/4 by 4 inches. So to put that down, I'm going to use some Stampin' Seal. Whoops, I every once in a while, if I don't do this right, I have to start my Stampin' Seal by pushing it up just a tad, because I probably didn't break it off properly. To break it off properly, just tip it towards the back. All right, so now we should be good with that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this in here, and then our inside panel is done. Now, of course, you could decorate the inside panel a little bit more, but we are just gonna keep rolling here. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to talk about what size dioramas I used. So let me grab that information for you. And we have 2 pieces of scrap. One that we're going to be stamping our flowers onto, and one that we are going to use as kind of a matte background. So we are going to use the diorama dies, and this is what they look like, and I'm going to count from the outside in. So we are going to use, so if the outside one is 1, we're going to use the second one from the outside, and it's kind of big, and we're going to put this on our piece of scrap and run it through with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine from Stampin' Up, which I pre-did. So I'm going to set this aside. And then the same with our scrap. So a nice layer is to just go down to the number 3 one from the outside. And then I just went ahead and I just cut that out for you with my scrap of basic white. So let's look at those. Here is the crushed curry one, and here is the basic white. So we're going to be stamping on our basic white. So let me grab the stamp and the ink that we'll be using. I've got the trio of flowers here, and then this is the tuxedo black. Oh, we have so many watchers today. Thank you, and thank you for sharing. You know that by sharing, you'll be in the drawing. So I appreciate it when you tell me and let me know that, because that's how you get entered. All right, so then what we're gonna do is, this is kind of a goofy little bottom end, which looks fine, but I did not really want that to be, I just kind of wanted more of the smooth, more rounded look up here. This looks more pointy to me, so that is what I consider to be the bottom. So when I'm stamping my flowers, I'm just gonna put them on like this. Sometimes you just have to go with it. Oh, it looks perfect. All right. And then what you want to do, give that a few seconds to dry, and you are going to come in with your blends. And I'm only going to color 1 flower for you because I know you know how to do this. But I usually start with the darker color. So in this case, to color the flower, I'm going to use my dark Daffodil Delight. And what I'm going to do is I just like to put some dark accents like this on our flower. Then I can come in with the lighter Daffodil Delight and just blend that all together. And then if you don't feel like you have quite enough contrast, come back in with your darker color and just add a little bit more darkness. And then as this dries, you will get a contrast. And then of course the same goes with your old olive. So I like to take the fine end of the old olive, and you can just add a little accent to the leaf, and then come in with the light old olive, and you can finish out that leaf with the lighter color. And then it kind of blends in that darker color, so it looks all nice and blended. And then to do the stems, I did use the light old olive, and I used again the fine tip, and I just carefully went up the stems. So let me just show you up close kind of what this looks like. And then I have one that is already done. So I have it all colored and ready to go onto my card. So it looks like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Misty Moonlight ink, and I only need one of these, and I can pick either the light or the dark. But one thing you'll want to do when doing this technique, let me get my ink pad out of the way here. One thing you want to do is have a big piece of like grid paper or something similar. I've got the back of a piece of designer series paper, so I'm just going to drop this in like this. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use my light Misty Moonlight. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fat end, the brush end, I'm going to pull the cover off, and then all I do is I'm holding the cover in my hand, and I am just, whoops, good thing that didn't hit my, the thing I was trying to make dots on. Oh my gosh, that would have been a really big dot. Okay, I did it. I'm going to hold it up close to the camera so you can see all those little dots. Can you see them? I don't know if you can or not. But it's a nice little accent. All right, so then I can take this away. And we're going to next layer this onto our panel of crushed curry. So it's going to look like that. You can make it like really even all the way around because it is an identical die, just in a smaller size. Or you can sort of make it a little more organic looking by twisting it a little bit so it's not quite so even looking. So I'm going to make it more organic and less even. So I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. Well, I tell you what, today me and Stampin' Seal are not getting along. If you have that issue, take your silicone mat, put your paper over the top of it, the one that you're trying to get adhesive onto, and then just go ahead. Well, that didn't work either. Oh, Lordy. You know, I can go all day long and have no issues with Stampin' Seal until I get on a video. Okay, so I'm going to have to push it up again. All right, here we go. And then just go ahead and back it, or, you know, go to the back, and then it breaks off more cleanly so that hopefully the next time you use it, it will start better for you. But I do find sometimes that I just have to put the silicone mat down, put whatever I'm trying to work with over the top of the silicone mat, and then it just starts better for me and just all around works better. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over, and we're going to put this on in a bit of an organic way so it's not quite so even Steven, and make this just look really fun. There we go. How does that look? Really neat, doesn't it? These are so fun. Super fun dies to use. Okay, now what is next? The next thing we're going to do is create that tag that's going on the front of our card. So this is sort of like where we're at right now. Now we're going to create this really cute good luck. You know, and I haven't used that sentiment yet. So this is kind of a fun card to use that sentiment with. So what you'll need, of course, is a scrap of Very Vanilla. And then the next thing that you're going to need is a scrap of Old Olive. So the Old Olive scrap, you're going to take your tailor-made tags, the little reinforcements, and just cut some of those out, which I already did. And then for the scrap of Very Vanilla, we are going to take our Old Olive ink, and we are going to take our Good Luck sentiment, ink that up, stamp that down, and then what you want to do is cut it out with your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and let me show you which die to use, because there's several different sizes. So here are the dies, and you are going to use the second one from the middle. So if you're counting from the middle, count 1, 2, it's the second one. And that's the one that you're going to center over the top, run it through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You can also use the mini Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. That's a nice size to do this one with. And magically, I have mine done. So let me put this all aside. And let me show you what I'm doing here. So I've got it all ready to go. Here's my good luck cut out. One thing I want you to notice is the cute stitching on these tags. Oh my gosh, I love them. And then we're gonna grab one of those little hole reinforcers. And I'm going to take my silicone mat here. I'm gonna get my multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm just gonna put a couple of dots of glue just around that little hole, just the tiniest little dots. Then I can take this little hole reinforcer, and again, that's in Old Olive. Just set that over the top, wiggle it into place, and you have just the darndest, cutest little tag ever. Then we're going to create our little, our cute little tag. I don't know, what do you call this? It's like a little string for your tag. But we're going to use, hold on, let me find it. Here it is. So I'm just going to measure out about how much I need, which probably is a good 8.5 inches or so. I'm going to take my ribbon scissors here. Or not. Can't seem to find it. Well, hopefully this one will work. And to create this, you are going to cut along, this is the diamond weave ribbon, by the way, which is part of that product suite. Just cut along the edge all this long way up. So this is just a little bit different way for you to use your diamond weave ribbon, because that is included in my kit to go. So I know some of you will be using it on your cards, but here's the way you can use it on tags. So it really gives a really fun, kind of funky, sort of a frazzly vintage look to your string, which I love. And what I did is I just inserted that into the hole. I know there's different ways to do tags, but I just tied it on. So I just took this little end, pulled it through, and just did a tie over. All right, there it is. Just a cute little tie over. And then I just trimmed it down a little bit. I don't know that I want it quite this long. There we go. Okay, so now it's just a matter of assembling this card and adding our metallic, brush metallic dots, which I happen to have right here. Oh my goodness, I'm almost organized today, which is kind of exciting. Okay, so then we're going to take this and we are going to use our multi-purpose liquid glue. And then take your tag. We're going to put some dimensionals on the tag, but we just want to kind of make sure, yep, that's going to look great there. So just take your glue. And what I do is when I have to glue just to a half piece of paper, I will pick this up and I'm putting my fingers in the back where I don't want the glue to go above. So then I flip it over and I can see that I want to keep the glue down in this area. See? That way there's no question of me getting glue where I don't want it. Then I just turn right around and put it right on my card here. Then I can move it into place just where I want it. Yep, see, there's no glue on the other side. This just worked out perfect. Then we're going to take our good luck tag and we are going to add dimensionals to the back. And I pre-prep my dimensionals so I don't have to take the peelies off during a Facebook Live. So what I did is I just cut down what do you call these? 2 silicone craft sheets from Stampin' Up. And then I use packing tape to take off that top layer, and then peeled away the bottom layer and just put it in here. Just a little time saver to make my Facebook Lives not last quite so long, although they still last pretty long. All right, then we're going to cover up this kind of pokey end with our tag. And there it is. There it is, except we just have to add those cute little embellishments. So I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. And I think that these kind of brass looking ones look so good with the green and the blue. So I am going to use those today. So we're going to take a big one, and we're going to put the big one right here. And then I've got a small one that's going to go right here. So we've got 2 accents right there. And then we need an accent up here because, you know, when you look at it, you just see that it needs an accent there. So we're going to put one here. And that's all we need to do. It's done. So let me put some tools away here, and we'll get this showcased for you. So there it is, our extremely super cute and darling card that we did today. That's sort of a fun fold that uses the Diorama layering dies and also the tailor-made tag dies. And of course, the beautiful stamp set called Nature's Harvest. Again, if you'd like to see more information about getting my kit to go this month, please visit my blog at www.stampingtoshare. And remember, I'm coming back here at 1 o'clock today, and I'll show you how to make the really pretty Peaceful Deer bundle card. Take care, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.